Hello and welcome along to Moss Valley. The sun is shining on the farm and this gives us a good run at harvesting the remaining wheat. Can we get it finished off today? Let's get farming. I think we've got a good chance of getting the wheat finished today. We made really good inroads into this field yesterday with only half a day really to get our teeth into it, and we got into the main part of the field. We got our first cut-in finished. And looking at our yield map, it's actually really quite impressive for this field. We're pulling in quite a strong amount on across the field, and we're getting as high as 125% in some parts of it. The middle part we've just been through, we're getting a good 100% across it. We've got a 95 a little bit further down, but it's really doing well. And then we've got this bit of silty clay at the bottom that's dropping it to sort of 90%. All of it is strong and all of it is really, really good. And just doing that single row there has given us a third of a tank. So I'm really, really pleased with that. And we're going to want to empty this coming back down this hill from the top. So I'm going to go grab the tractor, and we should be able to get into here and get our first load off the field. I'm going to continue to use the 8340 for the carting. It was doing okay yesterday. We need to make sure, though, that we try and empty going downhill rather than uphill as much as possible. So hopefully we'll be all right for that. What I really need to do is check on the maintenance status of our two vehicles in the shop. The telehandler is done, so that's all good. And our TM115, that I think has some time to go yet. Not going to be ready for another 10 minutes. But if we can get that going with the baler today, maybe, we'll be able to get things running rather nicely across the rest of this field. And get that set up. Our combine is just about in position. So let's get into here, close the door on our tractor, and away we go. And yeah, downhill, this will do a lot better for emptying. We'll be able to keep alongside it without too much worry. Uphill, we always have trouble keeping with the harvester, especially on this part of the field where it's steeper. But here right now I think we're doing okay. I do just want to get that going a little bit further back. I'm expecting us to be about half full by the time we get to the bottom of the field. That should be a full tank on the combine basically at the bottom down here. And yeah, we're not going to be far off. We're at 46% full, and yeah, combine is empty. So we'll just reverse this up, and it should mean that our next unloading of this combine is gonna be at the bottom end of the field here. So we are gonna have to do an uphill empty for the next bit. Not great, but hopefully we'll be all right. And the maintenance is complete on the TM155. So that means we can get these two tractors, or the tractor and the telehandler, out of the sheds here. Yeah, we can get this hooked up to our baler, I think, and see if we can copy the course for the combine. If we can copy the course for the combine, we can send this baling around the field and start getting bales created. The only thing that worries me about that is that we could end up creating bales where the combine is going to drive. So I might get this to copy the course and then start where the combine started in the middle of the field. That might be a much better setup for us. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to have a go at trying to sort this baler. So it's still going to run fairly slow uphill on this field, but it should at least get the job done with this tractor. And this is why we've left the 8340 on the other, doing the carting today, because I want to see if we can get this to do the baling. So on the combine, we're going to copy this course here. So we've copied course, temporary course. And then back on this tractor here, we're going to copy that in here. We should be able to then see the full course. And we want to get the bit where it does, when it comes in, for the first cut, which is interesting. There it is. It is right in front of us here. So we want to start it here. This will follow the combine to the end of the field. It will miss out doing the headlands until we come to the end, and basically what we can do is we can get it to go round the headlands later. That is likely to be something for the next day. So if we put this here like this, nearest waypoint, and go, that should start baling down here and baling the main part of the field. As a result, we end up with a really good bale here, and we need to get back to our carting tractor. Our combine is doing the last bit going uphill, and we need to make sure that we get close to it. Unfortunately, we're going uphill with a half full trailer, and this tractor is not gonna like it. Yeah, but if we don't do this now, the combine's gonna cut in. In fact, you can see the combine is 80% full. In fact, the combine's made it to the top, so I'm just gonna stop the combine here, get the auger out, and we will bring this up here. It just was not gonna make it in time, which is really annoying, but not much I could do about it. We need to empty this combine before it cuts in, and at the moment it's just not there. I mean, that is bouncing like mad on its revs uphill. Unless we are beside the combine when we need to start emptying uphill, we have no chance of catching it up this hill. Pull it underneath, and then we'll just jump in the combine and get it emptied like so, and then we can set the combine going on its way again. Combine is empty, so move this tractor. 90% full on the trailer here. We'll put this into our grain store. Well, I want to see how much flour we can create between then and now, but we are not in a position where this works that well. I'm really surprised at how much this tractor is struggling with that trailer. A 16-ton trailer should not be enough to make that tractor struggle. Nearest waypoint, no. And this is what I feared. Right, nearest waypoint. There we go. So that will finish the end of the row there, and off to the next cut-in. So into the grain store with this. I think I'm gonna start moving chickens next time. We might grab hold of the husbandry mod. I don't know if that will there's a shepherd stick husbandry mod. I don't know if that will allow me to move chickens. I really want to move chickens between my main chicken coop that I've got now over here and into our second one, because this is getting full. This is at 226, and we have several chickens in this coop that are quite old. I mean, worth £25 each. Yeah, in fact, we've got 3 sets that are worth £25 each, and they are at, let's have a look here, 9 months, 7 months. We've got another set at 17 months. You see, the 17 months, those are absolutely ripe for selling. So those would be perfect to start selling off. But we've got ones that are lower in the reproduction and puberty, and really we want to split this. We want to sell off the ones that are worth the money. We want to then get the rest that are ready across to the second one and start populating that, because while chickens don't make a huge amount of money each, you start getting lots of them together and you start bringing the money in. And it's the same with the pigs. We're going to make money of the pigs at the end of this because we've bred pigs, and it hasn't cost us anything more to actually get those bred pigs in. Combine is coming back up the top, and I think I figured out how I'm going to do this. I think we can get it so that the combine finishes on that last row exactly at the top, and we can wait there with the trailer, so we don't actually have to move this tractor alongside it and try and keep up. Even with course play, this is still struggling at sort of 3 miles an hour up this hill. It is going, but it's not great. Doesn't matter too much because I don't need this to catch up with combine. So this keeping to itself over this side of the field at the moment is not too bad. And in fact, as long as this tractor can just keep bailing over the next few days, will be pretty good, because the combine can just plow through the rest of these fields. Down in 5th gear and with a bit of momentum, I am going at 9 miles an hour uphill with this trailer. It is dropping a bit now, it's got a bit steeper, but yeah, we actually had a decent speed coming up that hill for once. I'm slightly surprised by that. What I am going to do though is we're going to bring this up here, and we're going to park the trailer here now, and that should mean that the combine gets to the top of the field here and empties out into the trailer, and we end up with the combine then being empty on its next cutting. Quickly checking on the status of our production chains. We are working our way through the wheat that we put in here last time, so that's good news. That's going through. The flour, we got 16,000 liters in the bakery, and that's being worked through for the bread as well. So yeah, that is all working really well. And just checking on our lettuce, we are out of fertilizer, but that's all right. We don't need any of that. It's the seeds I need to keep an eye on, because we only have 891 seeds, 891 liters of seeds left. And when those run out, of course, our lettuce production will stop. But we've got a good amount of lettuce, so I'm not too worried about this at the moment. We seem to be doing pretty well in the garden too. The lights are flashing on the combine as it comes up to the top here, so we know it's getting near to being full. I am hoping it's going to make it to the top of this field. Yeah, there we go. And we want to pull forward so that it empties at the top, and it should stay here and empty, which is exactly what it's doing. So we don't have to worry now about trying to keep pace with the combine. We can just sit here, empty at the end of the row, be 90% full is what we're expecting, around about that, and go and tip it. Yeah, 88% full. Fantastic. The combine will now head off. Oh, if we can get past it. We're blocking at the moment. And we can go and tip this. That is brilliant. That works really well. While our wheat is being emptied out, let's back out this and get that into well, clear up the space so that we can then get another couple of tractors in there, get them done. We want to get our little front loader done, I think. So we'll take that in there, get that scanned and sorted, and we also want to get our big tractor done as well. We know the combine is going to be in need of an inspection tomorrow too, so there's quite a bit of work to be done around that. Yeah, inspection on this is required in 1 month, so we'll open the maintenance menu on this, and we'll start the inspection on this little tractor. And then I want to do the same on our big 70 series tractor as well. We'll just bring that in here like so. Turn that off. Bring the maintenance menu up for that too, and start that inspection as well. Ideally, I'm hoping to nurse the combine and this tractor through the rest of harvest. Both of these need inspection in one day, so we might be able to get them both inspected at the end of today, and then get them through August and the rest of the harvest, and then do repairs on both of these after that. They will start to break down if we don't do the inspection, so we get the inspection done today and then that's out the way and we're all good. But if we don't do that, if we don't approach it from that way, our combine is going to be out of action going, well, halfway through harvest in the most important part of harvest, and we're just going to be unable to get this all done in time. We're well over half full as we're coming down to the bottom end of this field. That's quite amazing. I think our combine is empty. I'd be surprised if it has anything in there. Yeah, that, from what I can see there, its tank is pretty empty. Whether it's gonna make it the whole way back down here to empty again, although 2 rows it should be all right. But we are going to have to be on top of it, and I think we're going to have to empty going up the hill. So I'm going to drop down to 5th gear. We'll position ourselves at the bottom here and try and make sure that we catch when the combine is heading back up this field. Inspection is complete on the small tractor, so that's up to 4 damages. And let's have a look. Inspection is not yet done on the Genesis. The combine is coming up to 3/4 full as we get down to the bottom end of the field here. So as a result, we are definitely going to have to empty coming back up the field on the other side. In fact, there are the lights, so it's over 80%. I'm in 5th gear. I am ready to go. We are 58% full, so I don't think we're going to make it the whole way up the hill without having a full trailer. As long as we can keep this combine going, I don't mind. It's 20 to 2 in the afternoon. In fact, I think the inspection's probably finished on the big TM. And we should be able, as a result, to get the combine and the tractor inspected today, even if we don't get them repaired. And look at that, we're actually managing to stay up with the combine, although it's now pulling ahead a bit, but that's all right, because just as the combine reaches the front, we have got a full trailer, and I'm gonna have to go across the field, I think, because the tractor is definitely struggling with a full trailer to go up this hill. We've got gears to go down into, yeah, and we can get some movement. We've just got to be a little bit cautious about how steep we go with this. I'm not sure that we're harvesting this field in the right way. Uphill is definitely seems to be really hurting us. And the inspection is completed on the Genesis as well. 3 damage, so 5 in total on this and 4 in total on the other. I think we're going to have to back both of these out for now and get them out the way. Let's get this out of here. We'll bring it back in a bit because we need to get the combine and the 8340 in there to get them inspected. So both these tractors just need backing out for now. So same with this. Start it up, reverse it out, avoid the doorway, and we're all good. Combine is on the last row and it is flashing, indicating that it needs emptying. So we'll come up while we've got an empty trailer. This actually will be fairly easy. So up the hill we go. We will match speed once we're over the wheels. And yeah, Emptying as we come over the top of the hill here will be pretty easy, and the combine is almost done on this field. That's fantastic. I think our next fields after KiwiMedic is going to be GamingFFC next to us. That we're expecting to be ripe next month. Same actually with field 25. Field 25 looks like it might get ripe next month as well. So if we can knock both of those fields out in August, I think in September we will hit the canola, and that will be harvest done for our second year. We'll take this right to the end, and that will then have harvest all done. There's a couple of bits and pieces, but I'm not too worried about those. We've had a really good amount off of here. They're actually running away from the combine a little bit. There we are. Is the combine empty? Did we manage to get the last little bit out of it? We did. Fantastic. So let's get this back to the yard. In fact, we're gonna go into that crop next. Let's drop the header off here at this corner. So down that comes, because we don't need to inspect the header, we only need to inspect the combine itself. Let's disconnect all of the bits, drop that off, reverse, right, and we can take this back to the farm, get this into the shed and get it inspected. If we're lucky and we don't have many damages, we currently have 2 damages, we might be able to get any damage to the combine repaired as well before the morning. So into the shed. I think this door is wide enough to take the combine. Looks like it. Yes, we're good. Oh yeah, we're good. Absolutely fantastic. So bring this into here, park it up in the shed. There we go. And if we repair the damages that we have got on here, it would be ready at 7:05 in the morning. So that would be fine. But we need to start the inspection and see exactly how much there actually are. And we're going to have the same with our 8340 here. As soon as that has emptied and the trailers come back down, we will disconnect the trailer here. And we'll get that into the shed as well. Should be able to just reverse it up and park it in there. And that will mean then that these 2 are in the clear. In fact, that should be all of the equipment that we need to get checked going into the year, and possibly all repaired. So back in the tractor, check that. Oh, we're not close enough. Wow. Okay, we're gonna need to squeeze it down the side here. There we go. And start the inspection for that. So that will be ready at 20 to 5. In the meantime, a quick check on our baler, and it's going along at its normal snail's pace. I might go and get the bale spikes and start collecting up these bales, I think. The sooner we can clear this field, the better, because we can then start getting it all mulched and ready for next year's crops. Inspection complete on the combine. 4 damages in total, which isn't great. To repair all of them means that we're gonna be out of action till midday next day. I can't really do that. If we do, here we go. If we get 2 of them repaired, we can get them repaired by 8:42 tomorrow. So we'll repair those and get the combine at least running a little bit better. With our 8340, we've got 4 damages. So the same here, I think. If we get 2 damages repaired, that will be out of action till 7:26. So we'll repair the biggest damages and get those 2 running a little bit better. But it does mean these are both out of action until first thing in the morning. And then we'll get these two in there after that and get them repaired. For now, though, I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. We've got quite a bit of work to do on the farm, including collecting up all those bales. For now, all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.